This is the Toyota RAV4, Australia's most popular SUV. This is the newer but smaller Toyota Corolla Cross, both excellent 5-seat SUVs from the Toyota stable, one small and one mid-size SUV, but which one will best suit your needs? Let's take a closer look. In 2023, its first full year on sale, the Corolla Cross found 8,000 buyers. Not bad. The RAV4, however, was closer to 30,000. Impressive. No small feat considering the competitors also vying for buyers, which in this case of the Corolla Cross includes MG ZS, Mazda CX-30 and Hyundai Kona. Meantime, rivals for the RAV4 include the Mitsubishi Outlander, Kia Sportage and Hyundai Tucson. Of course, the all-electric Tesla Model Y is in there too, attracting more buyers than any other SUV in Australia last year except the RAV4. And of course, the line between small and mid-size SUVs is a little blurry too, so it pays to do your homework in the metal. Spoilt for choice, the Corolla Cross offers 8 variants and the RAV4 a whopping 13, including front and all-wheel drive, petrol and hybrid drivetrains. On test, we've got the top-spec Corolla Cross Atmos Hybrid all-wheel drive and the mid-spec front-drive RAV4 XSE Hybrid. Now, the Corolla Cross kicks off pricing from around $34,000 and tops out just under $50,000, while the RAV4 starts just under $40,000 and goes up to around $60,000. On test, however, they are pretty closely priced. Differences in key dimensions will likely be of importance to buyers, particularly families. The Corolla Cross sits on the same platform as the Corolla and the CHR, while the RAV4 shares its platform with the likes of the Camry and Kluger, meaning it's 50mm longer wheelbase, 140mm longer overall, 30mm wider and 60mm taller than the Corolla Cross. But there's more to explore here beyond their differences in size. Both SUVs are covered by Toyota's 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty, and cap price service schedule sees the Corolla Cross just a tad cheaper over 5 years. Proportions aside, the RAV4 and Corolla Cross present a common boxy silhouette, with the RAV4's gloss black alloys and dual exhaust pipes subtle points of difference. Both vehicles are powered by 4-cylinder petrol hybrid drivetrains. It's a 2-litre in the Corolla Cross and a 2.5 in the RAV4, and they're both paired to a continuously variable automatic transmission. It's probably worth noting that the non-hybrid RAV4 does get the option of an 8-speed automatic transmission. And as you might expect, it's the smaller Corolla Cross that's a tad more economical. The RAV4 offers a practical, functional and intuitive layout in quite a big interior, but it lacks that joy and visual appeal that we see in so many mid-size SUVs these days. But it's hardly surprising when you think about the fact that the RAV4 was released in 2018 and it's due to be replaced next year. The generous heated leather accented seats are very comfortable. The driver has electric adjust but no seat position memory. But the cabin materials are a mixed bag and plastics feature heavily. It feels robust and hearty, great for the wear and tear family cars endure. Storage is pretty good with oddment cubbies, 2 cup holders, a good sized lidded armrest and indoor drink bottle holders. It feels very spacious. The RAV4 does not scream tech savvy, but it ticks some of the really important boxes anyway, like a large touchscreen that features Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you've also got inbuilt satellite navigation. Wireless phone charging, a 6-speaker JBL sound system, AM, FM digital radio, and dual-zone climate control are standard. The RAV4 XSE and variants above feature a configurable 12.3-inch digital instrumentation cluster. The reversing camera offers a pretty good clarity of the picture, and it's got reversing guidelines as well, but it is only a rear view camera. As you would expect for a newer vehicle, the Corolla Cross brings a more modern vibe, much more so than the RAV4. It's got a similar level of amenity and storage places in sort of the same spaces, but it's just a little more petite in its proportions. Like its sibling, there are plenty of hard surfaces, mixed with soft plastics and leather accents. But it feels a little nicer or more upmarket in the Corolla Cross, which was launched in 2022. Its heated and electric adjust driver's seat is as comfortable as a larger RAV4, but neither vehicle will win any design accolades. But if there was a prize for functional practicality, Toyotas in general are a sure bet. There's a spot for your phone, 2 cup holders, a small lidded armrest, and also indoor drink bottle spaces. It's sufficient. The technology look and feel mimics what we saw in the RAV4, but again, a little more modern, particularly where you see things like buttons and dials integrated a little more seamlessly. We also find wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, satellite navigation and dual zone climate control, but the Corolla Cross goes better with 9-speaker JBL sound and a heated steering wheel. Its full digital instrumentation cluster is a tad smaller than the RAV4's at 12 inches. The camera quality in the Corolla Cross is similar to what we saw in the RAV4, but it adds this bird's eye view as well as a button on demand where you can see a whole surround view of the vehicle. There's nothing much separating these two as far as infotainment goes either. All the standard bases are covered, with a head-up display missing from both vehicles. 5-star safety ratings are common to both models, but the Corolla Cross brings slightly newer tech to the game and achieved its top rating in 2022. While the RAV4 was tested to less stringent standards in 2019. Second row of the RAV4 is generous to say the least. There is plenty of leg, knee, headroom, shoulder room. Dare say you'd probably fit 2 car seats and still be able to seat someone in the center seat here. Air vents, charge points, fold down armrest. It's a pretty good place to be. 2 ISOFIX positions and 3 top tether anchor points are standard. Not surprisingly, it's a little bit tighter in the backseat of the Corolla Cross. You will fit 3 occupants here, but it's going to be snug. And if you had 2 child seats, this center seat would be highly compromised. That's where that extra width of the RAV4 comes into play. Having said that, really good knee room, foot room, and headroom is pretty good too. You'll find similar amenity to the RAV4, but the Corolla Cross benefits from a large glass sunroof, and it also adds rear seat occupant reminders. It's hardly any surprise that the larger RAV4 wins the cargo contest hands down. 580 litres here, 380 litres in the Corolla Cross. That 200 litres means a lot more baggage, groceries. It will come in very handy. Electric tailgates, 4 anchor points and a light, retractable cargo cover and 60/40 split fold seats are common to both. The RAV4 has a 12-volt outlet, while the Corolla Cross adds 4 bag hooks. The RAV4 has a space saver spare, while the all-wheel drive Corolla Cross has a tyre repair kit. As you can see, there's quite a few things in common, but let's see how things play out once we get behind the wheel. It's easy to see why the RAV4 sells so well. Put simply, it's just so competent and capable and comfortable. It's also going to appeal to a wide variety of buyers because of its really good ergonomics and ease of use. There's plenty of power from the RAV4's 2.5 litre hybrid. It's quick to accelerate thanks to its electric boost, power delivery is smooth, and it brakes well. It also handles its size and weight with relative ease. It's pretty hard to fault. Ride quality in the RAV4 is exceptionally good from the minute you jump in these very large, comfortable seats to traversing your first oversized speed hump in the suburbs. This is a very versatile car. It's capable and confident, and it's really comfortable to drive, but also to be driven in. Overall refinement levels are pretty good. There's limited road or tyre noise creeping in. There is a little bit of engine noise under acceleration as the CVT does its thing, but it's not too bad. The RAV4 offers a pretty large glass house, so outward vision is pretty good, to be honest. When you initially jump behind the wheel of the Corolla Cross, the first thing you notice are the difference in proportions. And I don't mean that obvious footprint difference, because we know dimensionally it's smaller, but inside that flows through obviously. But you've also got, some smaller dials and buttons, a smaller interior setup. It just feels a little tighter, I guess. Despite the smaller capacity engine, the Corolla Cross goes well. There's plenty of pep from standstill, and it's quick to build speed. It powers along smoothly and confidently. It doesn't quite have the grunt of the RAV4, but there's not much in it, to be honest, once you take into account the differences in size and weight. The Corolla Cross's proportions certainly lend itself better to city-based duties. It just feels a little more agile than the larger RAV4, but actual feel at the wheel, there's probably not a lot in it, to be honest. They're both great to steer, great to drive. I do have to say though that the Corolla Cross's tighter turning circle will be welcome in city confines. Overall comfort and refinement are probably again on par with the RAV4. There's really not much in it. Again, yes, a little bit of engine noise does creep in under acceleration. Outward vision is probably a point of difference, particularly rearward vision in the Corolla Cross. It's certainly more challenging than the larger RAV4. Toyota's hybrid powertrains are frugal units, with the smaller capacity Corolla Cross bettering the RAV4 in this regard. And in case you're wondering, neither of these SUVs are made for off-roading, with low ground clearance and in an all-wheel drive guise, a tyre repair kit only. The all-wheel drive Corolla Cross is the better tow vehicle of the two. As you can tell so far, Toyota's practical, functional and no-fuss credentials are a strong point for both vehicles. What they lack in sparkle and refinement, they more than make up for in a solid ride and handling and robust, family-friendly functionality. The RAV4 has the edge where bums on seats and bags in the boots are concerned, but the Corolla Cross is a better package. So which one wins? Well, with a combined 21 variants, 4 trim levels and a variety of powertrains, it's not really an easy answer. Whether to wait up to 18 months for a new RAV4 or just a few months for a Corolla Cross could help you decide. Now, notwithstanding the RAV4's space and load lugging abilities, it's actually the newer and smaller Corolla Cross that takes the win. In this flagship hybrid all-wheel drive variant, it brings the kind of bang for buck that is just too hard to ignore, even when compared to Australia's favourite SUV.